Welcome to the Let the Play Develop podcast, where today I'm repping the best basketball team in North Carolina, the Greensboro Swarm.
You're not wrong.
At least professionally.
Not professionally.
There might be a couple professionally for sure. Anyway, this week we have a jam-packed episode. We are doing a grid challenge. What can be more fun than doing an NBA grid challenge? Also, we have an NBA mock draft since the lottery just came out. We're going to give our analysis on who's going where.
Some may even say you have an NBA jam-packed episode.
And just for that, that's a promotion. It's a great... What? Y'all hate it? I love that reference.
Such a good play on words.
The council will have to decide.
I loved that. Anyway.
Oh, you're throwing it to me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If you,
That's why I looked at you.
you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Let the Play Develop Pod. We've got those up and running now. You can also follow us on Twitter at just search up Let the Play Develop or at LTPD Pod. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Good to see you. Chris was giving you a nice wave there. And
Very nice wave.
go check us out on all the streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music. Is it Deezer?
Why do you mention Deezer every time?
Because that's the one that Nate told me that I had no clue what it was.
0 listeners on Deezer.
And
I know, right?
And he hates on them. And there won't be.
I just don't know what they are, what it is.
I've
Anyways,
never once in my life heard someone go, "Hey, listen to this podcast I found on Deezer." the other day."
Anyways,
We will never grow that audience.
If you're yes, Nate.
I don't know.
He's saying he's that guy. That's what he was saying.
I don't
Hey,
use
listen
it.
to this podcast.
If you're listening on streaming
no.
platforms,
Hi, how are you?
go check us out on YouTube. It's a lot more intimate. You can see our faces and whatnot. Sorry for doing that to you, Nate. And but yeah, we have a great episode for you today. Throw it back to Steven.
Yeah, real quick, I did want to say congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. They won our Twitter poll as the likely ones to win the NBA Finals.
Go
So-
Heat. Go Heat.
Yeah, the Heat actually finished last, so
Here,
that's
let the-
going well.
Here at Let the Play Develop, we're a Heat culture podcast.
I believe in the Heat culture,
I
but
want
they
the Heat to pull
they
this out.
finished last on the poll.
We're actually switching over to all Miami backdrops. If you win the finals,
And now,
this year,
Hemi Butler.
you get to take over our backdrops.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of sad. The Heat only got one vote. They
Yeah.
finished last.
It was me. I voted for the Heat.
Good for you, man.
I must have not voted.
I voted for the Nuggets.
You know why the
Oh.
Heat don't finish last? Because they're not nice guys.
True. They're the scrappy dogs. That's what I...
Shout out-
Actually, I don't think I like
7
that at all.
undrafted players
Well,
on that team.
Shout
on
out
that
to my
note,
boy Caleb Martin. Just sorry.
Who are the nice guys of the NBA?
The Pacers. That just feels like a nice guy franchise.
Honestly, it might be Boston minus Jaylen Brown too.
No.
Boston. There's nothing nice about Boston.
No,
I
but
hate
Jason
Boston.
Tatum's way too nice.
And on the note of hating Boston,
Oh, I hate Boston too.
we are not going to talk about what happened in the past couple weeks at all. Don't mention it.
Chris is a
Don't mention it.
is an upset a team with numbers as their name fan.
Hashtag not my MVP.
So we're not going to talk about Joel Fraud Embiid.
No.
Wow.
We're done. Move
I just
on.
wanted to make sure. All right,
Move
so
on.
Yo,
Anyways.
Kitch, yo.
Dear God.
I'm
I
with
back
Kendrick
that.
Perkins.
Should we just go ahead and get right to the grades?
Yes, we should.
Awesome. Let's do it.
All right, so we're moving on to the
Scared.
NBA Grid Challenge. Basically, what it is hopefully Nate is doing his job, and you'll see a grid on the screen. Ha.
I'm a-
I put that pressure on
At
him.
the very
Yikes.
least, you will see the grid. I cannot promise it'll be filled in for person by person as we go.
That's fair, but hey, as long as you can put the grid up, I believe in you. Anyway,
That's easy.
I made 3 different grids. We will go up in difficulty, so I'm going to start off with the easiest one. If you guys fell in the easy one, I will be sad. Really, these guys are competing to fill out as many players let's say I have the Nuggets and Jazz. You have to name a player that played on the Nuggets and Jazz in their career.
I
Follow?
feel like you're a teacher handing out an assignment, and you've
No,
really,
actually, the way he
you've
printed
really,
this out, I'm getting flashbacks when I wasn't good.
I
at
will
it.
be
you've
grading
really
you.
trained your class for this, but you're so afraid they're gonna fail.
Oh, they will.
Okay, viewers at home, you've already heard 2 excuses, but I'm not giving up any excuses.
Have
I
I-
believe in the grid.
Have I given an excuse?
Yeah,
I
it's
will
on
let you
paper.
know.
You're
What was
getting
my
flashbacks.
excuse?
You're getting flashbacks, you said.
I didn't say that.
I was just kidding.
I will let
Move
you
on,
know
move on.
if you fail the first grid, you probably won't be allowed back on the episode. It's the first one's
Wow.
easy. The first one's easy. Okay, we're going up in difficulty.
That's why we have 4 of us now, because we were. we knew this moment was
Someone's
coming.
gonna fail.
Who's getting cut?
Here you go. Pass it down.
Take one, pass it down.
Yes, Mr. Steven.
I say we go with Nate, then Chris, then Seth.
Okay.
Because that's the order I'm looking at.
Oh, I thought we were doing NFL. This is NBA.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure.
NBA and NBA awards. So enjoy that. They're all 3 NBA.
International.
Fudge.
So we're starting with Nate.
Hold up. What do y'all have up there? Oh wait, no, that's the right one. Sorry. My fault.
Does
Go
this
ahead.
have to be current?
No, all time.
But no repeat players. So make sure you don't mess yourself up by.
I'm nervous because my brain is starting to fail.
Well, this is the easy one. So good luck. Nate, you're starting us off.
Okay. I have International and Lakers.
All
I'm
right.
going to go with Zubac.
That's so weird.
That's such
Why
a
not
strange
Pau
pick.
Gasol? Okay, that's what I also filled these out.
I just went current.
Why did you just
More
give us a
recent.
player to say?
the Lakers
Okay.
International. Does it fit into any of the other ones?
I'm
Seth?
gonna take.
No, it does not.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the easiest one off the board. Give me Heat MVP LeBron James.
There you go. Ironically, that's not the one I went with, but I like it.
Nice.
Give me Heat, Lakers, LeBron James.
I thought we said no repeats.
So no repeats.
Oh,
Seth.
for each
So-
category. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was just per category.
Yeah,
Got
no
it.
repeats.
So give me Heat, Hornets, Caleb Martin.
That's a good answer.
That's
I like that answer.
ironically who I put. So good job. I like it even more now.
I have a
Alright.
funny pick.
Go ahead, Nate.
To
back
break
to
a
you.
shot, Ferguson.
International MVP Joel Embiid.
That's correct.
Wow.
Okay.
I love
Okay.
how like you nailed that for this year. So good job.
Okay, give me International Hornets Tony Parker.
I like it.
I also have one. Wait, because technically this is correct. International Hornets, LaMelo Ball.
Wait, I
He
already
technically
used that
played
grid.
overseas.
No.
I used that grid.
Do you understand?
Oh, one per.
Also,
Oh,
also, LaMelo Ball is not an international player. He
I
played
never claimed to be
overseas,
smart.
but he was born in the United States, so therefore
Okay,
he would not
Okay,
qualify.
okay. So what?
The
Can you
international
please tell us
grids are
what
done.
is like done? So all the
This is a
international
disaster.
done.
So I'm trying to keep up with
I
your
need a
points.
pen.
I'm trying to keep up with your points and make sure that you guys are not saying anything incorrect. So far, you have
Okay.
not. So it's up to you to make sure the grid. You're doing the grid. That's why you have the paper.
These and these have been used. This is all that's remaining.
Okay, okay.
I believe.
What's
you.
remaining?
Middle
Dang
column.
it! You took Spurs Hornets for freaking
I
Tony
did.
Parker.
No, I took International Hornets for Tony Parker.
Yeah, so you can't use
But you
Tony
can't
Parker
use
So
there.
I'm
Tony
saying I
Parker,
can't use
yeah.
it for that. That's what I'm saying.
So that's tough because that was the easy one.
Spurs MVP. Give me Tim Duncan.
That is
Okay.
correct.
He thought
I
about
don't know
that.
why he thought about
He
it.
thought
so
about that a
hard.
while, and that made me nervous. And now I'm running out of knowledge.
Again, I would like to reinstate one more time that this
It's
is
your
the
turn,
easy
Nate.
one.
I don't know. Spurs in. I feel like I should know Spurs Lakers.
Yeah, you should. It's
Did Pau
Medium.
Gasol pay for both?
No, he was never a Spur.
I didn't think so.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Spurs Lakers. Give me Robert Horry.
that's who I have.
Oh.
Amen.
And Pau Gasol did play
Big
for the
shot,
Spurs.
Bob. No,
I
he
was
didn't.
just
Yes, he
thinking-
did.
No way.
He played for the Spurs.
I needed a second
did,
to
didn't
double
he?
check.
He
but
did
I
play
was
for the
thinking-
Spurs
my
his last
bad.
couple years.
I don't know ball, I guess.
At the same time as LaMarcus Aldridge.
Really? I
Yup.
did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna double check it because I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
off
we
the
gotta
top of my
fact check
head.
that.
Fact check.
I promise you.
So we will take exactly.
Yeah. 2016 or 2019.
I
Let's
apologize.
go!
I apologize.
So
That's
now
my
it's
fault.
to you.
Okay, so I have Spurs Hornets.
That's a hard one.
Give me Bismack beyond. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think he ever played for the Spurs. Hornet Spurs. That's a difficult one.
Y'all have anything?
Yeah, Tony Parker
thinking-
was the obvious one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think all time.
Is there
I
another one?
may
Hornets
have
Spurs.
one.
I'm sure there
The
is.
clock's running out on me. I'm gonna throw out the answer Cody Zeller, but I know that's not right.
Yeah, that's not correct.
I don't know why I want to say Spurs Hornets Noah Vonleh.
Huh.
Yo, hold up.
I don't think he was a Spur,
Bro,
but
I don't know why, but I want to say Noah Vonleh.
I forgot about Noah Vonleh.
I don't think he played for the Spurs though. I may be
Wait.
mixing that up with the Rock.
Oh, I
think
think
he did.
I think I have an answer. but
Celtics
that's not
trade
right.
Noah Vonleh cash to Spurs.
But did he play for the Spurs? They have to
He was
play at
still on
least
the
one
roster
game.
at some point. It counts.
No, the rule is they have to play at least one game.
He was expected to be waived by San Antonio.
Oh, dang it,
Tough.
bro.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
I thought I was so smart for a second.
He doesn't have any stats on the Spurs.
Dang it.
That was a good try.
That was a good
Also,
try. All right,
I
Nate,
don't
it's
think
back to you.
anyone was aware of how many teams this man has played on in a short career.
So
Vonleh.
many.
Holy moly.
Okay, I have one that is if it doesn't hit, no one will hit for this square. But Nate, you're next.
Okay.
Unless you would like to just force
But I
it.
don't think it's right.
Is that the only square left?
Yes.
I can't think of any Spurs players right now. Like, they're all so like.
Just throw out a guess.
Well, a lot of them were.
I know
like,
it's wrong. I mean, I'll just throw out another name. I know it's wrong once again, but Patty Mills. I don't know.
I thought him for a second, but I don't think
I know he
was
never
ever a
played for
Hornet.
the Hornets.
Okay, I'm definitely going to need a fact check here. Give me Spurs Hornets Ish Smith. He's played for so many teams.
I don't think
it
he
has
has-
to be true.
I don't think he's played for the Spurs.
I don't think
but
he's played for the Hornets.
He has played for the
He has
Hornets.
played for the
He
Hornets?
did play
Okay.
for the Hornets.
I don't know ball guys, I guess.
No, it's good. I only know that because I'm a Hornets fan.
Who did you put for this square?
Are we gonna
Steve?
look
I
up
had
an answer?
Tony
Parker.
Parker.
Are we looking up an answer if we can't find one?
I'm trying
Like,
to,
I
and
feel
I'm
like
struggling
there's
with
someone
Google.
here that we're all forgetting.
Well,
I mean, that's
I-
what makes the grid challenge so much fun because now everyone in the comments is just going to yell at us.
Exactly.
So Ish Smith is not one. I was literally Googling it, and I'm having a hard time finding one, which is wild.
Tony Parker's the only one that's popping up.
That's
I
what
also
I'm saying.
just considered all of our audio listeners. They're going to have such a horrible time being like, I can't play along. You know
Oh,
what I
that
mean?
is-
I didn't even think about that.
Oof.
Go watch
Oh,
on
well.
YouTube. This is encouragement to go watch on YouTube.
For the next round.
Yeah.
Is Tony Parker the only one?
I have.
That's
searched-
wild if that's true.
I've gone to page 3 of Google and I have not found one.
Big
so.
if-
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so he made it
So
impossible
I
square.
should get Noah Vonleh should count
No.
Okay.
Why would that count?
because at least he got traded to the Spurs.
Oh, I got
one
one.
else- No way.
If this is updated, I don't know if he's played for him yet.
Ooh.
I don't think he's played for him yet, but Devontae Graham,
Oh, yeah. Doesn't count.
he will play for him though.
He will, maybe, unless he dies first.
So
Gosh.
I mean, it is a statement.
so y'all got all of that. You got all of them, but
Yes.
And
So
that
this
was
literally
grid.
impossible.
so did you name 3?
3
I
what?
was keeping up with the score. Nate's the only one that got 3 there, unless I missed something.
I
I got
got-
screwed up. He got 3 as well. I got screwed over.
so
Yeah,
you were
I
the
think
only
you
one.
got 2.
Okay, you were the only one too. Thank you.
yeah, because
Because
he stole
someone
the
chose
only
Tony
possible
Parker.
answer for a different grid. This is so
I know
stupid.
Nicholas Batum is what I was thinking of Hornet International.
That's
I hope-
so stupid. Okay.
I
have no
hate it
idea.
here.
Okay.
He
so
literally
for
was like, how can I screw over Seth? Let me freaking make his life literally impossible.
Okay, so for the audio listeners, I'm gonna read out the squares before we start the
That
next
is
grid.
a very thoughtful and great
We'll
idea.
go watch on YouTube.
We will start with Seth though on the actual grid challenge,
Okay.
but
So starting vertically, so the column, we have the Magic, the Pelicans, and the Sixth Man of the Year award. Now starting horizontally, the row is Knicks, Rockets, Clippers. Have fun playing along.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
I do want to let you know there is another player that can fit multiple categories, but if you use him once, you probably will not complete the grid again. So
I'm gonna go ahead and do 6 Man of the Year Clippers. Jamal Crawford.
uh-huh.
You almost said Jamal Murray.
I really
Are we
did.
going around or are we going through?
Yeah, around.
Okay. I'm doing Rockets and Pelicans. DeMarcus Cousins played for both at one point, right?
Wow, that's so off the wall, but good job.
Didn't he?
Yes,
I don't
he
know.
did.
Did
Yeah.
he play for the Rockets?
Mhm,
Barely,
he played with
but-
John Wall,
Okay.
and it
He
looked-
did play like a couple games.
Yeah, he did actually.
Give me Sixth Man of the Year Rockets, Mr. James Harden.
Ooh.
I
He
like
won
it.
it on the Thunder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Dang.
Mhm.
Give me.
I have literally every person who's ever won it. I have every award winner of all time pulled up just for this moment. So
Nice.
if you're not sure,
Trying to think.
yell it out. I got you.
Gosh, this is hard.
Again, once again, y'all are in charge of knowing which grids have been used. 'cause
Dang
I'm
it.
just trying to do the score.
Oh my gosh, you out of it already?
yeah.
Oh God, you're gonna hate the next one.
Give
then.
me Pelicans Clippers. Technically, Chris Paul.
All right. Yes.
Yes, correct.
I'm taking Magic Clippers, JJ Redick.
That's a good
That was
answer.
smart.
I had that one too.
I'm running out of
answer.
slots.
Let's take a look down the list. I'm trying to think Nick's Sixth Man of the Year. That's really I'm drawing a blank here. Is it post 2000?
Is it post? Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Sixth Man of the Year, Knicks in the modern era.
So I will say I named this person and then went back and Googled it and was like, oh, I cannot believe that was right. So,
Okay. I'll skip that one for now because I can't really think of anything. Pelicans Clippers been used. I think the Clippers have been used entirely, correct?
that is correct, yes.
Okay.
So you got
So give me
2 with the Magic, 1 with the Pelicans, and 1 of the 6-man.
give me
The whole Knicks road's available, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Knicks are so irrelevant, dear.
Oh, wow.
Gosh, this is difficult. Give me Magic Knicks.
If you name the person I named, I will be so happy. It's off the wall,
Wait,
though.
I think I know someone.
Ish
doesn't
Smith.
Oh, I hate you. I genuinely hate you. Hold up.
That's like
Wait.
the trump card.
I think I know someone if that's not correct.
I'm sure. I'm
If that's not correct, I think I have
80%
someone.
sure Ish Smith is correct.
There's a very good chance it is, but I
Bro.
hate you for just saying that. I want to let you know that. Okay, so one more time. What were the teams that you said?
Magic Knicks.
The first grid.
Please be right.
Incorrect.
Let's go. Magic Knicks.
Mhm.
Mario Hazonia.
Yeah.
Yep,
Let's go, baby.
That's a good answer.
that is a good one.
Magic.
I would put Aaron Aflalo.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I
So
thought it was
got
even more off the wall.
Magic Rockets. Have we done that yet?
No, we have
Yes.
not.
Nope.
You said Magic Rockets, right?
No, I did Magic. I did Pelicans Rockets.
Oh, well then I would have used that one. I didn't
Magic
think it was
Rockets
available.
is Dwight Howard.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
used that, but
All right, so we have Knicks, Pelicans, and Knicks 6-man.
Knicks Pelicans, Knicks 6-man. Knicks 6-man of the year is really killing me. Who am I just outright missing here? Give me Jalen Brunson. He didn't win it, did he? Knicks 6-man.
No.
Man of the year.
No, I
he
didn't
hasn't
think
won
so.
one.
All right, Seth.
Give me Knicks 6-man.
Dead
He
air.
He never played there, but I'll say Lou Will.
Nope.
He never played there.
I'm
So
gonna
there-
try to nail down a Knicks Magic player. I feel like
Alright.
I have a better shot at that.
Knicks Magic is already gone.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, who was that?
Mario Hazonia.
Yeah.
Azonia. Oh, it's just
So you have Knicks.
I meant Knicks
Knicks
Pelicans.
Knicks,
Pelicans,
Pelicans,
Knicks 6-man. of the
There's
year.
a very obvious one here.
for Knicks Pelicans.
Very obvious. Not to make you guys feel bad.
Oh God, I cannot think of anything. Knicks 6-man. I'm going to say.
And there's an obvious one here that you haven't named, but no offense. It's because I have the.
It's just the
yeah.
era. I can't think of it would have been a few years ago, several years ago.
Especially because there's only, just so you know, there's only one person who has ever won 6-man of the year while playing for the Knicks. So if you're going for that, good luck. But there is a player who won a 6-man of the year that played for the Knicks.
I took one of them. I took a Knicks 6-man.
Who?
You did, yeah.
Jamal Crawford played for the Knicks.
Yeah, but he's already taken. So there
Is
is
that the only one?
no. There's literally, I believe there's one more answer. So it's tough. Unless I could be forgetting someone, but I know there's one answer.
I don't want to forfeit, but my brain is done.
I mean, throw out a guess.
You are currently winning, so you know.
Okay, Knicks 6-man. I'm going to say. God, I can't think of any 6-man of the year. Eric Gordon.
Yeah, we've already used Eric. Have we used Eric
No.
Gordon on
No.
this? Oh, he
Has
hasn't played for the Knicks
I know
though,
he
so it
hasn't
didn't
played for-
matter.
I know he didn't, but that's the only 6-man I could think of.
Knicks Pelicans. Was Etwan Moore a Knick at any point?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just hate how there's an obvious answer, and I have to Google if Etwan Moore played for the Knicks. I know he played for the Pelicans.
God bless a grid challenge. Am I
For
right,
real.
folks?
I'm googling the same thing.
He's gonna tell us the name. We're all gonna be like, "Fuck idiots."
Yeah, you are, but it's fine.
It's not gonna. I don't think he played for the Knicks.
I don't think Etwan Moore
No,
played
he
for
did
the
not. He
Knicks.
only played for the Suns and the Pelicans.
I think
Yeah.
When was the
Wrong orange
the
team.
player?
If you guys would like a hint, but I want a unanimous. I'm not trying to give you.
Don't hold.
Yeah.
Don't give him a hint here. Give
Well,
him a hint here.
We've gone full circle, so I mean, I
we've
really,
gone full
I
circle.
honestly
Okay,
don't
fine,
want. I don't.
fine.
It'll be unfair no matter what. when I
Give
the
a hint.
You know what? This is what we'll do. I'm gonna give the hint. And it's the first person to say the name. Okay.
Okay.
It is a current Knicks player. It's the first hint.
For the Pelicans?
He's a
One?
current Knicks player. Yeah, Pelicans Knicks. He's a current Knick right now.
I'm just gonna start naming the roster.
I mean, first one to name him. So,
Dear God.
I just
Or
feel
should-
stupid.
God.
I can't think of any
I-
Knicks players.
Okay.
Okay,
Hold on.
Who's
Before
the square? Who's the
before-
square for Knicks Pelicans? I think we've Knicks.
No. Hold up. I got you.
Julius
If you
Randle.
can't get it here, yep, that's it. Julius Randle.
He won 6-man of the year.
Okay, I
He
don't even
played
know if
for
I can
the-
give you credit. We were doing Knicks Pelicans.
He plays for the Pelicans.
Oh, I'm
he
so-
He
plays.
played. He got traded
I'm an idiot.
Oh,
for Anthony
yeah.
Davis and
Oh
played for the
my.
Pelicans for
Josh
a year.
Hart is an answer. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is a good one.
I'm such an idiot.
I mean, the bet like most.
I
people,
would like to answer
Well, too
Knicks
late.
Pelicans. Josh Hart.
I was gonna give Seth the credit for Julius Randle there, but then he thought it was for a 6-man, so he didn't even know what
So
square
now
we
it's
were
just-
on.
No.
So 6-man of the year, Knicks.
And he's currently a Knick.
No, this one is not currently Knicks. That was the Pelicans Knicks. We're on a whole different
Oh,
square.
I thought you were saying the 6-man was.
That's not fair
currently
because
a
you're
Knick.
just gonna give him a free square.
Well, no one got it. Sorry. Tough.
6-man of the
I'm
year.
not giving it to
Knicks.
anyone.
So we're
You can
currently in sudden death.
Yes.
So
Knicks
the person
6-man.
who won 6-man of the year is not currently on the Knicks.
Not currently in the NBA.
Not currently in the NBA.
Won it in like 2013. I can tell you the exact year if you want that.
2013.
Let me tell you the exact year before I.
Let me
leave
just
you
start
astray.
rolling back.
It was 2013. Wow, that was a lucky year.
Oh, round.
Give me.
He has won one NBA championship. I'm just gonna start giving hints until I hear his name.
What college did he go to?
I hate you. The most recent college he was at was Elon, because he went back to college.
Okay, that doesn't help.
What's it?
Oh my
J.R.
gosh.
Smith?
I thought-
J.R.
He
Smith.
didn't go to Elon.
He didn't
though.
go to
went
Elon?
A&T.
Oh, I thought it was stupid. I thought he went to Elon to play golf.
No, because I was
He
about
went
to
to
say J.R.
A&T.
Smith, and you said he went to
Yes!
Elon. He went to UNC Asheville.
Well, they got it. So that's
He
tough.
played
my
against
gosh.
Elon in
Oh,
golf.
That's what it was. I told
That's
him.
what I told. Dude,
I thought this was going to be
Our-
NFL grids. I'm just
Give me
a little
this.
perturbed.
Our
Freaking
audience is
papers.
really annoyed right now.
Oh, they hate all of it, including me. I have the answers, and I still got things wrong.
freaking
gosh.
papers.
Oh,
Alright.
this one's good. I
So
like
we're
this one.
starting off with Chris.
Okay.
Things there.
Sixers Warriors. Give me Wilt Chamberlain.
Mine.
No, Seth
What did you
did.
mean by 90s? Just
They
any player
played
from
in
the
They had to
90s?
play for that team in, the 90s.
okay.
Played for that team in the 90s.
Okay. Give me Warriors Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green.
That is correct.
Nate,
Celtics Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart.
That is also correct.
give me Warriors 90s Chris Mullins.
That is also
Dang it,
correct.
I was gonna say Mitch Richmond. I hate you.
I had Nick. So far, I do want to say I'm proud of y'all. You have picked the exact answers I have.
Nice.
Not that that matters.
Let me go.
Oh, I have so many.
So the
good
Warriors
ones.
one's already done. Wow, y'all
Yeah.
did that quick. And then Celtics Defensive Player of the Year is done.
Trying to think.
There are 5 squares left.
Yep. I know all of them.
Give
genuinely
me
this time.
76ers Rookie of the Year, Ben Simmons.
He actually got Sophomore of the Year. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, good answer. Whatever.
I was pissed off Chris
Nate.
by saying
Okay.
that.
4 squares
God.
available.
90s Celtics should be an easy give me.
There is a very easy give me, but like there's a lot of
Nate, right
lot
now,
of answers.
I can see his brain right now going, did Larry Bird play in the 90s?
No. I'm thinking did Brian Scalabrine play in the 90s?
Scalabrini?
Scalabrini, sorry.
I feel like no, but would you like that to be your answer? I don't know.
I don't
have
think
genuine
Oh, we
no
didn't
clue.
call this one
Do you
out.
want that your answer? I'm going with your answer.
Why are
since
you
you're
looking it
Googling
up?
I will Google it,
Because
sir.
that's my answer.
Yeah,
Oh.
I will. I am in charge of that.
I believe he was drafted in the 2000s.
I
He
believe so
was.
too.
His first year was 2001 with Brooklyn.
Wow.
Okay. Celtics Sixers, give me Al Horford.
That is correct.
Yes,
I was
sir.
trying to think
Celtics
of
90s.
By the way, I'm the Googler, so stay away.
Celtics 90s. Give me Larry Bird.
Celtics. Yep, that's also correct. He retired in '92.
Let's go, baby.
I just want to let you know we do have a tied game right now.
So, what's left?
90s Rookie of the Year and 90s,
Defensive
Rookie
Player of the Year,
Defensive
Rookie of the
Player
Year. 2 rookies of the year.
Was the Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Matumbo?
Dikembe Mutombo?
So say that one more time.
Do they have to win it in the same year?
No,
They didn't have to win
okay,
rookie.
Oh.
The only one that is the year is 90. So a 90s rookie of the year. That's the only one that is
So it can be a
Specific.
Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year?
Is
at
your
any
answer
point in their
Mutombo?
career.
I think that's a terrible answer.
I just
I
need
think
an
it
answer.
counts
I
as
just
an
need an
answer.
answer.
I'll go with Matumbo.
Okay, thank you. I
don't think
I
won
don't
Rookie
believe
of the
he won
Year.
Rookie of the Year, no.
I do not believe so.
'Cause I
either,
thought it
but
had
I'm
to be
checking
both.
it.
That's why I
Got
said
you.
that answer.
I'm checking for. Wait, hold up. Is this? Yeah, rookie of the year. All right.
Okay, I'm going to go with the answer that I know is correct. Give me 90s Rookie of the Year, Shaquille O'Neal.
That's,
Yeah,
an easy
that's a
one.
good
Yeah.
answer.
Thank you.
I've been so dumb.
Yeah, I don't think Dikembe Mutombo ever won rookie of the year.
All right,
So-
what is left?
Rookie of the year, defensive player of the year.
That's the only one.
Yep.
And there's a very
So
obvious
square.
answer.
Oh, I know who it is.
By the way, Chris, you are winning. So hey, you secured you will not lose.
Oh wait, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I knew that in the moment.
I was thinking LeBron, but
Did LeBron ever
Tomato,
get DPOY?
tomato.
Yeah, he won.
he is too.
He won Defensive Player of the Year and got All NBA Second Team.
Nice.
Only one to ever do that.
Boom.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I have
Who
some
won?
NFL grids.
You and Chris tied. So unfortunate.
Me and
We
Chris
tied.
tied.
We need a
Yeah,
tiebreaker.
Very unfortunate for Nate because Nate, you were winning the entire time. I really hate that for you.
At the end.
Oh, would
Can
you
we
like?
get a tiebreaker?
Just like the
Absolutely.
Sixers.
Okay. Seth almost
Oh my
spat his
gosh.
beverage.
That was just so
You know what?
targeted.
You know what? Deserved. I'll say it. Deserved.
That was
Sorry.
just so targeted.
Deserved.
All right, are we gonna get?
Are we
into
getting a
this
singular grid?
Alright.
for the tiebreaker?
I'm just trying to make clips.
This- So how should I do this? Should I
Tips
make
of
like
my
a
expense.
stupid tough question and first one to answer it?
Sure, go for it.
All right. So I want a player who won Sixth Man of the Year while playing for the Lakers. So none of that. He won it on a different team, went to the Lakers. Sixth Man of the Year that won it on the Lakers.
Lamar Odom.
There you go.
Wow.
That is tough for you.
How did he know that quick?
Is there more than one? Can I throw out a guess?
Yeah, if you throw it out, if you get it, you're right.
Give me Nick Van Exel.
Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's the only Laker to win it. now that
Oh,
I'm
well,
looking.
then why did he say I could have a guess?
Lamar Odom. Wait, what?
Okay.
You can have a guess. It's not going to be relevant.
Yeah, that's the only Laker to ever
So
win
why
it
did
while
you
playing
give
for the
me a
Lakers.
guess?
So good job, you got it. Why are you upset? You won.
Oh, I thought you were saying that his was the only Laker to ever win it.
That's
This is
over
a
triggered that he
dumpster
won.
Okay, is that all the grids you have prepared?
That is all of the grids.
Okay,
Let's go, baby. I got it right.
I have some NFL grids if y'all would like to play.
I would love to.
Can
This
you
is gonna be
text them to
so
us?
difficult.
I'm gonna send it in the
Oh,
group
thank
chat.
Do
you.
we have time today, though?
Yes.
I'll do one.
Bet.
If y'all don't get this, there is no shot you would get my
All right,
next
so
two.
do I get to go
Oh,
first?
you texted it to us.
Can I
Perfect.
go
Yeah, I sent it
first
in the
since I
group
didn't
chat.
get to go? So like my brain
Yes,
wasn't
you can
thinking.
go first.
I do
Yes,
remember a
let's go.
little bit, but
All right.
Oh, well, it also has your favorite team on it.
Oh, I just want to say I love the fact that you threw in a college team. I don't know
Yes.
why. I should have done that for the NBA. I just wanted to
should've,
give you points
yeah.
for that.
Thank you.
All right, so cool.
I will say there's one square on here that is even remotely difficult, and then the rest should be gimmies.
So can I go? I'm going first, correct?
yes, you can start whenever you like.
All right, I would like to do Panthers Cardinals and
Wait.
take-
We
oh.
should probably tell the people.
I know who you're gonna.
Oh
say
yes,
The
you are
grid.
correct.
I
Let
know
me do
exactly
that
who
real
you're
quick.
gonna say too.
Thank you. This is why you are here.
I know exactly who he's gonna say.
So at the very top we have.
Across.
Thank you. That is a word. We have LSU, Panthers, and Ravens, and then going down.
Vertical.
Love it.
the Y-axis.
Okay,
The
you can leave.
Y-axis.
We have Offensive Player of the Year, Saints, and Cardinals.
Yep.
So I'm going to
those are the
start off
grids.
with Panthers, Cardinals, if I may,
Yep.
and go with Hassan Reddick.
Okay. It's not the answer I had, but that is a correct answer.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Robbie Anderson.
That's exactly who you mean.
Chosen?
Anderson.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Hey, I wanted to go with the team with a player that can make a difference.
Wow. All right.
You think Chosen
Nate,
Anderson can
you're
make a
up.
difference on a team?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot the Panthers had Hassan
LSU,
That was just last
Cardinals,
year.
Tyrann Mathieu.
That is a correct answer. It's
Wait.
not my correct answer. But it's
Question.
a correct answer.
What if players fit multiple? Or is it just one player go? No reusing names.
No reason.
No reusing names.
All right,
yeah,
so who
same
did you
rules.
say? Say it one more time.
LSU, Cardinals, Tyrann Mathieu.
All right, thank you. So, wow, there's only one more Cardinal one
Panthers
already.
Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey.
I will have to confirm that.
I feel like it's a good guess, but I don't know.
I don't think that's correct. I am actually almost 100% sure that's not correct.
Dang it.
I mean, very talented person.
Christian McCaffrey.
Does he not have offense? As good as he's been, he doesn't have Offensive Player of the Year? That's wild.
He's gotten snubbed then. I guess because of injury.
See, this sucks for me, though, because I'm an NBA nerd. I know so much NBA stuff. And, like, NFL,
don't
I didn't
want
even
his
start watching to
college.
2014. So
He has not won an offense. Wait. Okay.
He hasn't.
We're going with it. I need to specify. We're going with NFL Offensive Player of the Year. He was the Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year in 2015.
If Seth tried to claim that, I would have not allowed that.
Yes. So
Okay.
incorrect.
I wanted to do something right there, but we're filming right now, so I wasn't going to.
Okay.
Whatever that
Are you
meant.
up, Steven?
So I do want to say one more time, I'm an NBA nerd. I'm very good at NBA. NFL scares me because I didn't even start watching the NFL till like 2014.
Fair.
But if my memories, oh wait, I'm stupid. I don't know how grids work. I was gonna try to do Saints Offensive Player of the Year. That's not how that's not how grids work.
That's not how that works. But there is an answer for that.
Yeah, I was thinking Reggie Bush.
Oh well, Michael Thomas is the obvious answer.
Yeah.
But that's not relevant because
Okay.
it's not a grid.
Yeah, it's not one. So I'm gonna
Nate's
go.
like, let's.
I'm sorry,
back it up.
Nate.
Very good.
I'm gonna go Saints, LSU, Jarvis Landry.
That is correct.
Cardinals,
I got
Ravens,
two. Let's go.
Hollywood Brown,
Correct.
Marquise Brown.
Oh, that's so smart. Why did I
that's a
not
good
think
one.
of that
Because
one?
I've seen.
So
some
me
of
and
the
you
grid
have
that
two.
way. I didn't remember that from the grid, but that's
Yeah.
the only thing that jogged my memory.
Me and Nate have two. Seth has 0.
That's tough.
No pressure. I'm gonna not get any more right.
get shut out,
Expose
buddy.
him, expose
I
him.
don't.
The NFL knowledge.
Doesn't know ball.
No,
I'm just blanking on everyone right
hey,
now, bro.
I know more about fantasy football than real football.
Would you like
so.
a hint?
Yes, please.
Who is the face of the Panthers franchise for the past decade?
I can't.
He doesn't know.
Cam Newton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now find a grid where that matches.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Correct.
He won Offensive Player of the Year.
Well, he did have an undefeated season, so yes. I mean, not technically, but they sat all their starters week 17, so.
All right.
So did he get offensive player and MVP at the same time?
Yep.
Wow. Good
Oh,
on
I
Um,
him.
have another one then. Dang
Well,
it.
what were you thinking,
It doesn't
Lamar?
take
Because
it.
I feel like Lamar didn't get one, but I don't know.
Is that your guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lamar. Sure, why not?
That is incorrect.
I didn't think so.
LSU, OPOY. Is that Jamar Chase?
It is incorrect.
Really?
Yep.
He got offensive rookie of the year.
Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
Oh, that's why I got confused.
I
Alright, so
almost
Seth,
said him
you have a
earlier.
chance to tie right here.
Okay. What is left? What is it? What is still open?
We
How are you not
have
keeping up with
LSU
this?
Offensive Player of the Year, Saints Panthers, Saints Ravens, and Ravens Offensive Player of the
And
Year.
just so you know, you
I
can't
don't know
pick Andy Dalton
why,
'cause he
but I
hasn't
want to say
played.
Panthers,
True.
Saints, Kelvin Benjamin.
That is incorrect.
He played for the Bills.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't.
of,
I mean,
tempting.
those aren't similar teams, but
not even a little bit.
I thought I'd throw that out there.
No, they're more similar than you would think, honestly. Just go look at their postseason performance. Anyway, roasting my own team for fun.
Hey, but y'all do have a Super Bowl, so
True. Got more rings than everyone else in the NFC South. Suck it.
you know that's what happens when you go against two Hall of Fame quarterbacks. That is tough.
Okay, who has the next
Oh,
answer?
I'm sorry. My fault. We're just gonna
God.
talk about the Panthers losing.
Tangents.
So you just went with who'd you go with? Oh, you got one wrong, right?
Yes,
Oh,
you got
wrong.
it.
Sorry, I'm slow. So we have Ravens, Saints. Have we done that?
Raven Saints is available.
All right. I don't know why I'm not doing that one. That seems tough. So I'm gonna go with Panthers, Saints,
Mm-hmm.
and I blanked, but I thought I had a good option.
There's plenty of answers. They poach players off of one
Yeah,
another
we do.
regularly. I
Yeah.
can think of like 4 off the top of my head.
And now I'm blinking everywhere.
Yeah, I'm running out.
Oh, hold up. Yo, I swear when it was
Y'all
Seth's,
don't know football.
Hey, this is my thing, right? When it was Seth's turn, I had an answer, but now that it's my turn, it's gone. How does that work?
Saints. We're gonna go.
Yeah, we just cycle through. Yeah,
LSU Offensive Player of the Year is available.
this is gonna be so much dead air because I don't know. How, and now I'm talking to like
Well, you-
cover the
yeah,
dead
you gotta-
air.
you gotta
and I'm
throw
not
out a guess.
thinking. I know I'm not.
You're on the clock.
I'm trying to cover the dead air.
3.
Oh yeah, you can skip me and come back to
2,
me.
1.
I'll take it out.
Ravens. Huh.
See, now you have
I
to
guess
cover
I'll
the
go.
dead
I
air.
guess I'll go Saints, Panthers. God, I'm gonna have to throw someone out there.
Go for it.
I don't know. I don't have anybody. Like freaking. I'm trying to think. Is there a running back? Is there a receiver? Like
Yes.
Probably all of those.
both.
Oh my god, I know who I had. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay.
I was gonna
I
help
don't know,
you
I don't
out,
Is there
but I'll
a D
wait.
back
Kicker.
that played
Okay.
for the Panthers and the Saints?
I'm so
I don't have it off the top of my head, but perhaps.
I was gonna try and do Panthers Ravens. Apparently, I don't know how grids work.
Can we go into
You
sudden,
really don't know how grids
Can we go
work?
into sudden death on this?
Sudden death? Yeah, that's fine.
Well, me and Nate are winning, so why does Seth get included into this other?
I don't care anymore.
Seth, you can play
I
in the
lost
sudden death.
entrance.
You
I
can
lost
be included.
it.
Do you have it? Do you have another hint? Didn't you give Seth one?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Panthers Saints. There's a quarterback. There's a wide receiver. There's two quarterbacks that I can think of off the top of my head. A wide receiver and
Oh my gosh, I have one.
Taysom Hill.
I know one.
it's sudden death. Go
Panthers
for it.
Saints Teddy Bridgewater.
Yes, correct.
Let's go, baby.
That's so
The other
smart.
answer, Ted Ginn.
Oh, I love Ted
There-
Ginn, too.
Wait,
There's a
LSU,
seventh-
LSU Offensive Player of the Year. I think this player played at LSU. Odell Beckham Jr.
He did not win an offensive player of the
Dang
year.
it.
You're on the right track.
So it's a receiver?
Tommy Stevens is also a correct answer for Panthers Saints. Not that anyone knows who that is.
That's fair. Dude, I love Ted Ginn. Now I'm mad at myself.
Ted Ginn. Yeah, that was the
love
good one.
Ted Ginn. All right. So you said
He
he's on the
played
right
for
track
everybody,
with
to
Odell.
be fair.
Yeah,
Oh,
He
yeah,
also played for
so
the
fast.
Cardinals.
Did he? I didn't even know that.
I didn't either.
'Cause he,
Okay, so Ravens Offensive Player of the Year, LSU Offensive Player of the Year, Saints Ravens. Saints Ravens. I'll throw out a hint. The player I had in mind won a Heisman at Alabama. Not that
So,
y'all watch college
Saints,
football. That's not
Ravens?
gonna help. Yep.
tough.
He's also the Saints' all-time leading rusher.
It's not someone I've named, is it?
Darren
Like that-
Sproles.
No.
Okay.
Darren Sproles is a great answer, but that's incorrect,
Oh my
unfortunately.
gosh, I feel so dumb.
All his name was Reggie Bush.
I'll give you another hint. His dad played for the Giants in the 90s.
Mark Ingram.
So.
Correct.
Let's go.
Oh, dang! he
Seth
gets
is
crowded.
crawling his way
I
back.
know, just
into
like that,
this
Seth
one.
is leading now because me and Nate.
So
But
we
I heard
have
like Heisman at Alabama, and I was like, there has to. It was like it's not someone recent, but
Henry.
he's still there.
So we got two offensive players of the year, LSU and Ravens, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Who's the offensive player of the year for the Ravens?
That one's the tough one.
Oh,
I
that
will
is?
say that.
Okay.
It is a running back from the early 2000s.
Oh my gosh.
I
And it's
remember
not
seeing
the
the
one
name.
that killed someone.
Again, I didn't watch the NFL till the Super Bowl with.
Um,
the
You guys want me to
Patriots
give you
Seahawks.
that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
It's Jamal Lewis.
I would have
Never
never gotten
listened
that.
to
Never.
would have
Wow.
gotten it.
Offensive player of the year, LSU. Do they play
This
in the
one's
NFL?
a give me. Yes.
They play in the
He
NFL right now?
Arguably is one of the best receivers in the game. I wouldn't even say arguably. He is one of the best receivers.
Justin
in the game.
Jefferson.
Correct.
Shoot me. in
Oh
the
my
head.
gosh, I feel so stupid.
Yeah, no. As soon as you said,
Actually, kill me.
wow, I actually feel like an idiot. However, me and Seth tied. Nate, you lost again. That's tough.
Nate, buddy.
Bro, Nate keeps like coming out strong and then just bomb.
Actually,
To be fair, Seth got a million.
I was gonna say actually, yeah. Did Seth get one on his own? I don't think he did.
Yikes.
You didn't even get Cam
I
Newton.
mean,
on
y'all
your
could have
own.
gotten with the hints too.
That's true. I didn't.
hints that were
actually,
given were given
I
for
couldn't get the
Darren
Cam
Sproles.
Newton one.
So now that we played my easy grid, do y'all want the hard one?
Absolutely.
And then we,
Can you at least send it? I need to know.
Yeah. I mean, if y'all actually want to play it, we can.
Hold up.
How long
Is most of this
recording?
information within like how far back?
We
does
still have a
most of this
whole
go?
other segment to get through.
That's a good point.
How about I give you the answers for my next one just to see if y'all would have gotten this?
Yeah, we should go through it real
Okay.
quick.
My answers: Chris Johnson, Brandon Marshall,
I
Ky-
love Brandon Marshall.
Kyle Brady, Will
No.
Levis, Javonte Williams, LaVisca Chenault Jr., Derrick Henry, Jerry Judy, and Calvin Ridley.
Wait, how does
Alabama's on there?
Alabama was on there.
How does Will
second round
Levis work?
picks? Second round picks.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He doesn't have to play a game to be a second round pick. That's
and
fair.
I had Jets, Titans, Broncos, Jaguars.
You never know. I might could have.
Dang.
I think I could have done that one.
Jets Jaguars was the most difficult thing to find. No one has played for the Jets and Jaguars
Kyle
other than
Brady.
Kyle Brady. Offensive guard, good for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten
Dear
that one.
God.
Am I gonna post this as a picture of it?
Please don't make a better grid.
Okay, so are we good on grids?
I think
Grid-
so.
think so.
Okay,
Grids
we're
need to die.
We're gonna go ahead and move on
Oh,
to our
my brain.
2023 NBA mock draft. Let's get into it. All right, boys.
I'm
So,
embarrassed.
okay, are we going with team fit as well a little bit?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I
did
went
as
with
well.
Team Fit because I'm assuming there's going to be trades, but I don't know who's going to trade. and,
Right.
That's the thing. There's a couple of these I feel like would probably be there. Will be a trade.
Definitely.
I don't know if you've ever looked at NBA mock drafts, but normally they're on like like
Christopher.
9.0 by the time the mock draft comes out. So
Yeah.
it's going to change a lot by then.
just keeps going. I did all 2 rounds.
All 2 rounds. And
Yo,
the
you went-
undrafted pickups.
Hey, that
You
would be
did the
wild.
entire
No,
first round.
no.
Imagine. All right, so we are starting with Nate. I get to go last. I feel like this is the first time I've gone last.
Actually, we're going to start with
I
you.
thought
No,
this-
please.
Okay, let's just be very clear. If this first pick is not unanimous,
I thought we were
the
okay.
door.
Oh, well, then
We're
I'm
all
going
gonna
out
give
the
our
door.
pick for each spot, though, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
Okay.
starting with you. I get to go
So
last
number
for once.
1, everyone, hey, welcome to our mock draft 1.0 and only 0.0.
2023.
Maybe. We might update.
We might update it.
Yeah, there'll be some news coming out.
I
before
have
then.
If
Brandon
Brandon Miller
Miller.
dies.
Oh my gosh.
No, I have Victor Wembanyama. So for my analysis, I mean, we have a 7'5" guy with shoes on, 8-foot wingspans, and his only concerns are durability because very few players over 7'1" stay healthy for long stretches. But that can change, and also, I don't love him as my dominant getting posted up center, but I would play him as a help side rotation on everything because he's going to block crazy amount of shots. But you can't not take him because of everything. Like, the only thing he's got to work on in the NBA is the shooting, and he's already a 7'5"
He's
guy.
already a good shooter.
He
Yeah.
shoots 28.5% from 3. I would not consider
But he
that
can put back his
great,
three-pointers.
But for a
That's his own
but for
three-pointers.
a center, that is acceptable.
Yeah.
And he's going to get better, so I'm
Yeah,
not
he
upset.
should.
He's the best prospect
He
we've
can
seen
lay the ball up from the
at
three-point line.
least at least since LeBron, if not before.
Okay.
I agree.
Yep. Number 1 overall, I have the San Antonio Spurs selecting Victor Wembanyama, the center out of France. This meme's going to be loud, so I'm going to move my mic away. They can't keep getting away with this.
Real quick, how is a city that has a very Hispanic culture that's in a southern U.S. state so tightly tied with the French population?
No, actually.
Like,
That's a good point.
I don't get
Were
it.
they there at the Alamo, the French?
literally,
Might as well, dude.
Maybe
literally
we were
Tony Parker was like, welcome home. or
Yeah.
something.
Texas and Louisiana border, right?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
So do you have any analysis or anything?
Yeah, the Spurs have
We need
had
analysis? I just thought I was going Victor. Bam.
I mean, like, as it goes on, that's probably best, so they're not hearing us say, Victor Wembanyama was great 4 times over. But, yeah, it's deja vu. Spurs have had 2 number 1 picks all time, David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
Centers.
Crazy, right? So, I guess Greg Popovich gets what he wants.
Yep.
He's 7'5" with an 8-foot wingspan. He can play anywhere on the court. He can put back his own shots.
Let him
He
play
can,
point guard.
he can
Might as well.
block your 3-point shot with a foot on the free throw line.
That is wild.
It's ridiculous.
Defensively, his ceiling is all-time legend.
Yeah. So I also had Victor Wembanyama. He's 7'4", freaking 230. One of the greatest prospects we've ever seen. Like you said, ceiling to be an all-time legend, and honestly, a prospect like we've never seen before. The way that he plays the game, and like with his how athletic he is, with how tall he is.
Yep.
My comparison for him is a 7'4" Kevin Durant, or like a bigger and more athletic.
We got
Kristaps
comparisons?
Porzingis.
I didn't do comparisons. That
I
would have
did.
been nice.
Or like a bigger, more athletic.
Is there a comparison?
Kristaps Porzingis.
If I had to give him a comparison, I would say Mo Bamba that met his potential.
Nah.
That's my
I would say even better
comparison.
than
Or
that.
Bol
Oh,
Bol.
yeah. I was just kidding.
That's
But
what I
does
said.
he have a song?
7'4" Durant, bigger and more athletic. Kristaps Porzingis.
So at number 1, I have Victor.
Correct.
Really?
Kylian Mbappe saw him play basketball, so just wanted to say that.
Dear God.
I mean,
Real
what
quick.
am I supposed to? He's French.
Wait a minute. So we can talk about soccer, but not baseball on this podcast?
Yep.
I'm over it.
I don't
did-
want to talk about soccer either.
I just said a person. Well, what else was I supposed to say about?
We
the
had a
man?
segment idea where, as long as it takes me to solve my Rubik's Cube, which my fastest time is like a minute and 15 seconds, Steven gets to talk about soccer.
That's great. I
I,
like that.
in my defense, I had nothing else to say that hadn't been said, so I went with that.
So, how long do y'all think it'll be before a rapper, most likely Drake, drops a song called Wimby?
Oh, God.
Probably not
Not long.
The city is windy, feeling like Wimby.
I'm going before his first game.
The
Probably
Bulls
before his
are.
first game.
If the Bulls had the first pick, Wimby and the Windy. Oh my gosh.
Dear God.
I feel
NBA rigged.
I feel like I'm
might be
going
anyway,
to
but-
be in the minority on pick number 2
You definitely are, because I know where you're going. with
because
this.
I'm a believer
Thompson.
that if you're not far along in your rebuild, then you need to pick the best overall talent. And I say Scoot Henderson. May not be the best fit, but I think him and LaMelo can work it out. LaMelo would have a point guard that he can throw lobs to. That's 6'2". How wild is that? And I mean, he's just shown the most ceiling. I think Brandon Miller and him are, but I think if you can get someone who's at his peak like Russell Westbrook, why not?
So for my number 2 overall pick, I did not go that direction because
I know no one else did.
It's the Hornets.
Mm-hmm.
If it were any other team drafting second that had a reliable point guard and no other teams in their rebuild, I'd say maybe they make the correct decision and pick Scoot Henderson. However, we know who the Hornets are. They've told us who they are time and time again.
Over and over.
From Michael Kidd-Gilchrist to Cody Zeller, they've shown us who they are. So with the number 2 overall pick, the Hornets take who might be the worst for them, Mr. Brandon Miller, the combo guard out of Alabama. Now,
I mean,
yeah, he's point guard, shooting guard. He's played both roles.
Well, I'd say shooting guard, small forward, but I mean, he played point forward. Yeah, he's a good playmaker.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
So, despite his controversy, he does have the highest untapped ceiling, I think, of any prospect. I don't see Charlotte pairing Scoot with LaMelo. I don't think that they'll make that decision. But Brandon Miller, 6'9" sniper. He can be a playmaker on both ends. Against South Carolina on February 22nd,
he
put up 41 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 steals on 56% shooting.
Yeah, he went off. I remember watching that game.
That was a crazy game.
It was.
So I also put Brandon Miller. I just don't like the fit with Scoot Henderson and LaMelo Ball, just to be honest. I think the best fit is Brandon Miller. He's 6'9", 200 pounds. He's a tall scorer with playmaking abilities. He can do a little bit of everything. My comparison for him is Paul George or Danny Granger.
That's fair. I get the
He
Paul
modeled
George
his game
comparison.
after PG. He said that.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like it makes sense the way he plays.
I would like to say, I don't think Scoot Henderson and LaMelo would be as bad of a fit as you think, because LaMelo Ball, while playing last year, was one of the highest volume three-point shooters in the league last year. So I think the inside-outside PG combo works a lot better than people realize it does.
It's more I like the fit with Brandon Miller.
That being
more.
said, I have them taking Brandon Miller. So before the season in LaMelo Ball, and I will say the Hornets had injury the entire season. Everyone had it. But before that, they had 3 years with about 40 wins, and I think for some reason they believe that they could do that again, and they're a Brandon Miller away from being a regular playoff team. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying what the front office believes.
An 8 through 10 seed.
Yeah, no, well, they're a little more delusional. They'll probably think like they're got the 6th seed on lock, and it's not true, but it's what the Hornets think.
Yeah.
So,
And also, just to be clear, Mark Williams is disgusting at basketball.
he's really
Yeah.
really
He's
good.
so good.
If he didn't play on the Hornets, he wouldn't get the opportunity.
I
he
do
had.
not endorse the Hornets podcast that's going on right now.
No, but wait. What is
I'm
relevant?
a Warriors fan, but
What is relevant is I think the reason Brandon Miller goes too is because they want the team to be as good as possible this year so they can sell it because Michael Jordan wants out. So
yeah.
That's a good take. Which kind of like what you're saying blends into my third pick because I did put Brandon Miller to the Blazers. That's if they don't trade the pick. But I was thinking Portland, if they're going to keep Dame and they're going to keep the pick, they want the quickest plug-and-play option available. Brandon Miller's that guy you can put in your lineup next year and he's making a difference. Now, will he be fully developed? No. But even if they did trade Damian Lillard and they had Brandon Miller, having a do-it-all guard is never going to hurt your lineup. So I just think
6'9". Like,
it's just
dude's tall.
the off the court stuff, but I think hopefully he's learned his lesson from that.
And
So.
we'll get past it, baby.
Yeah. All right, so for my number 3 pick, I think we all have the same consensus top 3, even though it might be a little bit flip-flopped. I do have the Trailblazers taking Scoot Henderson because I don't see a future where Dame stays in Portland for very long, unfortunately.
That's my alternate.
He doesn't have much longer in Portland in general. I mean, he's getting older, but
Right, but I mean,
Yeah.
even like, his recent activity on Twitter would suggest that the relationship is worsening
We'll
between
see.
him and the
Yeah.
franchise.
I agree.
So if they're going to draft someone, they're going to draft his replacement. And I hate that for Scoot Henderson because I do believe he's the most sure thing in this draft. And I do think he will be a generational talent. Even more so than Wembanyama, I think he's more of a sure bet out of any of the prospects in this draft.
I would second that. I think Victor Wembanyama is like, I mean, he's got a good floor because went that high, but he's also like a ceiling. Scoot Henderson is like the most.
We
fire.
know he's going to be good.
It will transition.
It feels a lot like Zion and Ja in 2018. That's what this 1-2 to me feels like. But he's a super athletic at 6'2", amazing speed, great finishing.
I like that comparison, by the way. The
Yeah.
Zion and Ja. That's solid.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously different play styles, but yeah, very solid.
Last thing I want to mention,
No, you're
before when they went head-to-head, Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson combined for the best G League game of all time. Wembanyama scored 37 points on 7 made threes and 5 blocks. Scoot Henderson scored 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest G League games all time.
So I also have the Trailblazers taking Scoot Henderson if they keep the pick. I don't think they will. If they want to keep, unless they trade Damian Lillard, that's the only thing that would make me think they're keeping this pick. Because
He could also walk.
Because he could also walk. That's the thing. It just doesn't make sense if Damian Lillard wants to be there for the long haul to take Scoot Henderson. It doesn't add up. But I feel like it's a no-brainer to take him if Dame is leaving. 6'2", 195, great athlete, incredible finisher, and he's a great leader on the court. Has great energy. My comparison for him: Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose.
Okay, that's interesting.
So I would just say this. I mean, I have Scoot Henderson as well. I'm not gonna go into the exact same things that's been said twice now, but I think there's a world that Damian Lillard and Scoot Henderson are there together because Damian Lillard is passing his prime, so they
For
might
a
just
year.
keep them. Yeah,
But not long though.
I mean, I don't know. They're just not passing Scoot Henderson at 3. I don't think they
Yeah.
trade the pick either. I
There's
don't know.
no way the best. Sorry, this
No,
is
no.
going to sound real controversial. There's no way the best player in this draft is falling to 4.
Yeah, and you don't find anything better than. I'm sorry, I don't think they get anything better than Scoot Henderson. So I
Yeah.
say, like, for trading that pick. So I say they just take Scoot.
Number 4.
So you set me up for this.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
If Scoot miraculously falls to 4, Houston's blessed. But even without being blessed, they can get an amen and amen Thompson.
Oh,
Yes,
my
sir.
Is his name not pronounced Amon?
It is. I just had to go
Okay.
for the pun.
Okay, I
Amen
did. I was-
Thompson.
wanted
I
to make
love
sure.
puns, but I hated that.
No, that was great. I love it.
I hate
I
it.
endorse
But-
it.
I'm on the opposite end.
I think a counterpart for an immature Jalen Green is necessary at this point. That puts Amon as the best guard available in terms of potential at this point in the draft. That's debatable, but he's not quite as good defensively as his twin, but he makes up on the offensive side of the ball. We know Houston's an offensive-minded team. That means he's not bad at defense, but he can create his own shot. He can play 1 through 3 if really necessary and distribute in a Houston team that really needs chemistry. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of the same notes. I also have Amon going 4th to the Rockets. I think he's a huge wild card, as with any of the guys that go overtime G League.
Yeah.
I don't trust the system, and honestly, I think it's bad for basketball that this exists. In the age of NIL, I understand, chase your bag, you want to be a great player on a competitive team, whatever. College basketball is the best sport, period. That's my
I
hot
love
take.
college
Love
basketball.
college basketball.
But yeah, these guys are ruining college basketball. Go play at like Villanova or something. I don't know, Almond. Anyway, yeah, huge wild card, high ceiling but super low floor. I do think he is better at playmaking at the guard position than his brother. He has wing size with guard skills, which is never a negative.
Never.
But I do think that he's a big risk.
Yeah.
And if anyone's going to miss, it's going to be Houston. At the same time, though, I'm pretty sure James Harden's going to go back to Houston, so whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's a good point.
I also have the Rockets taking Amen Thompson, 6'7", 200 pounds, great shot creator, incredible athleticism. My comparison for him is a tall John Morant or a beanpole Zion Williamson.
Did you steal
Those
your
two-
comparisons from the Ringer?
Yes, I did.
So that's not your comparison then.
No, the comparison I found for him.
Oh, okay. Well, the only go ahead.
The thing with the Rockets right now is they have great pieces. Jabari Smith and Alperen Sengun are an incredible young front court. Sorry, Jalen Green has incredible talent, but his mindset is just not there. I do not like Kevin Porter Jr. Just to be honest.
Whoa.
I'm gonna be straight up. I don't like Kevin Porter Kevin Porter Jr. because honestly, I feel like he enables Jalen Green to do a lot of what he can, and he's much older than Jalen Green.
I love how Jalen Green is just like...
He's just catching strays.
Like,
in
I'm not
this
going to,
episode.
like, play to win. Don't play to freaking make yourself look good.
The thing I've heard about
Passion.
the Rockets
Highlight
this
hooper.
past year, yeah, it's a team
Highlight
of
hooper.
highlight hoopers. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like.
And you're
seeing Green a
wasting the
lot.
talent that you have on your team.
Well-
Jabari Smith was very good this year, but he couldn't
Especially
live
at
up
the
to his
second
potential.
end, yeah.
He couldn't live up to his potential because the rest of his team didn't let him.
That's
I have
why
a random and completely irrelevant question. If Ryan Anderson is on this year's
Oh my god.
Rockets team, how many more games do they win?
So
3.
are we talking about current?
Current Ryan Anderson.
3.
He has to play 48 minutes a night.
Whoa! I'm gonna go.
You're
with,
gonna kill this man.
I was gonna say I'm gonna
He's
go.
going
with
to
zero.
die.
He
They're
didn't.
losing more games.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're losing more.
he
What do you
didn't have
mean?
defense
Is
5
Thibodeau-
years ago when
He
he,
doesn't
played.
have to play the 5.
Is Thibodeau the coach?
He didn't have
'Cause
defense
he's
anywhere.
playing from 48 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say the exact same thing. I have the same player, and I think this just has to do more with Kevin Porter Jr. than Jalen Green. I just heard someone say Jalen Green. I mean, I think he'll get
Jalen
better.
Green's catching strays.
No, that's what I'm saying. I have nothing
I'm here
against
for
Jalen
it.
Green. I'm not throwing shade at him. I'm throwing shade at Kevin Porter Jr. His
I
time
like
is
Kevin
pretty
Porter
much done,
Jr.
so they're
Yeah.
drafting his replacement.
Yeah.
Okay, please forgive me. I've been meaning to look this up, and I heard it 3 times today. How do you pronounce his brother's name?
Asar.
Oh,
Asar?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, obviously y'all know that's my next pick, and I wasn't like, oh, Thompson back to back. I literally picked this because Detroit has always been a defensive-minded team. I don't see that changing anytime soon. Now they are kind of guard heavy, which makes me worry because you got Cade, you got Jaden Ivey, but why not put another one in the bank while you're in this rebuild? I think Asar is one of the better defenders in the draft, and I can see him as a crunch time defender for Detroit,
Okay.
and they're quickly rising in talent.
It worked for the 76ers. Just keep drafting the same position, and one of them worked
Did
out.
it? Did it work? Did it work?
I'm
They haven't
sorry.
made a conference
Did it
final
work?
since 2001.
Shut up, Nate. Did it work?
The Wizards have never made
I'm sorry.
a win.
The Hornets.
They were the Bullets when they did.
I was happy when we made the playoffs one time. So
Who do you have? at
Yeah,
number
the Hornets
5?
have never made
Chris?
a conference final.
I need a second.
We
to,
barely made the playoffs.
be depressed. Anyway, number 5, I have Cam Whitmore, the forward out of Villanova.
Ooh.
I think he has major upside as a scorer, 6'6", 235 pounds. He fits with the scheme. He fits with the timeline. They need a forward. They have their guard play developed, I feel like, for what they think the future is going to hold. Although I really, really don't like Cade Cunningham. I don't know why.
I don't like him either. I don't know why.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just his stupid face. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
If Jalen Green's catching strays, Cade Cunningham's
analysis,
catching
though.
bullets. But yeah, Cam Whitmore, 48% from the field, 34% from 3 on the season. At Villanova, he's playing in the Big East. I mean, that's the best conference in basketball. Those are really good shooting numbers.
Chris, my boy, we are 5 for 5 in agreement.
Ah.
I say the Pistons take Cam Whitmore at number 5. He's a freaking Mack truck of a human.
Yeah.
He's huge. Great competitor, loves to compete, and that's what I feel like I feel like the Pistons need a freaking dog. Just go in there and hunt down everyone.
Yes.
Yeah,
Were
I
you going to
think-
say
And
something?
also, I don't think they need another guard. They have too many guards already.
I mean, I think they have too many guards. Their forward, they have some decent forwards. I mean,
Oh,
they're not
wow.
without-
They have Marvin Bagley.
That's,
Yikes.
Okay, that's sad. No, I think I like.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I like Whitmore. The only reason I didn't put him higher is because he did not have a great college showing. So you are drafting off of potential rather than like pure, like how he did in college. He did okay,
He had
I
a
guess that's
very
fair,
decent college career.
very decent. We were talking about a top 5.
No,
pick,
I know, but
and
I'm
they had
saying-
a very decent career. I get it
Anyway.
though.
Also-
I think he's got potential, but I think he's got a lot of room. He's gonna
Yeah.
have to. Timeline was a good approach.
Who just dinged?
My
The
father.
guy who
After we talked about it pre-show,
All
no
right.
dinging.
Yeah, that is very ironic. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my pick for number 5.
Okay.
This is where I'm sorry we were 4 for 4, but I go a different route.
Aw.
I have Jarris Walker. Out of Houston.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't wait to talk about him later.
Alright,
Yes.
Well, I will save a lot of it. Just I can.
No,
honestly
please
tell
go
you-
ahead.
No. You are genuinely so excited.
I
that I hate
love
to
Jarris
I
Walker.
do want to say one thing that I think right now, and I agree Trailblazers are a massive candidate to trade out of the pick, but I think Detroit is the ones like currently talking about trading out of it, so we'll see. That changes everything, but I just didn't want to go with another guard. He was my favorite, that basically non-guard player, other than Victor, of course. He was my favorite, so I just want to go ahead and give it to him. I will save some more analysis for Chris, just because of the smile. Like, he's about to jump up right now.
I can't wait.
So
No,
I will
really
save
like
it,
him.
but I'm
It's okay.
I'm
We have a
big
little while
fan.
to wait, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love him. I thought he was going top 5.
I also love Jarius Walker.
So at
Okay.
6, for the Magic, I picked Taylor Hendricks. The question here, I'm going to contradict myself later on this. Do the Magic need a point guard? They have Fultz and Suggs, who are both relatively young, could still develop. Fultz has to take the next step next year if they're going to keep him.
Markelle Fultz,
So-
another
Who did you say
failed
they're
member
taking?
of the process.
I'm Taylor Hendricks.
Okay.
If you can get a Jeremy Grant mold, who's also just a versatile wing that can get it done on the court, I think that's something versatile and flexible that the Magic need with their already existing pieces.
I really
fair.
like Taylor. But you know, I'm 6.
I didn't say anything a minute ago, but it's pronounced Oscar Thomas.
I
Thompson.
asked.
I know. I didn't say anything.
He
I
wanted
don't
to
know why I
wait
didn't say
till we
anything.
could go back and then make fun of you,
Yeah, my
even
bad.
though you asked for it. No, just kidding.
You did ask, and I didn't correct you. I'm sorry. I felt like that would have been rude. Anyway, number 6, I have the Orlando Magic taking Oscar Thompson. He is similar to Amon with a slightly lower upside.
Yeah,
I
I'd
feel
agree.
like. I think that's fair to say.
Is it weird to say that I feel like he has a better chance of not absolutely flopping? Because I think he provides more defensively.
No, I think
Could just
he's
be me.
an equally big risk.
Okay. I was just wondering.
We're going
In
with
terms-
the overtime elite league. So.
Oh, trust me. I understand that out of top 10, the most risky players that will go top 10. But, you know.
In terms of like the way I see them stacked up against one another, it feels very Caleb, Cody, Martin. Not like at that skill level. I'm not saying that they're
Right.
the same caliber player.
Although,
But
if you can get a Caleb Martin right now, I'm sure
Right.
any playoff team would take that.
how does Cody feel about that? I wonder.
Well, okay, so I have been known to say, so I've watched them as they played for the Hornets, as they played for NC State.
I do not endorse this Hornets podcast. by
No,
the
and
way.
NC State. I've watched them way more than anyone has probably ever watched the Martin twins, and I've always said Caleb was my favorite, and now I feel bad because Cody got left on the Hornets, and Caleb's doing great things.
Welcome to Locked On Hornets with your
But yeah, Osser 6'7" with positive wingspan. You can never be mad about a positive wingspan, and I'm going to mention that quite a few more times.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Seth, it's up to you, bud.
Okay, at number 6, I have the Magic taking Anthony Black.
Okay, that's a little early, I feel like. but-
Maybe so, but and also Oscar Thompson. I don't love how low he fell on my list, but I also didn't feel like I wanted to move him anywhere else when I was done. So I know he's going to go higher than I put him, but it's whatever. My thing is that I don't think there's a fit for Taylor Hendricks on the Magic because of Paolo Banchero.
Yeah.
There's not a center good enough for them to take at number 6. They have Franz Wagner at the 3, and then I know they have a couple good point guard things, but I feel like
I would not call Markel Fultz a good point guard.
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
I
either.
gonna
said
say that.
solid point guard.
Or Cole Anthony.
Solid's questionable. Yeah,
I forgot.
That's
about
what I'm
Cole.
saying. That's why I feel like Anthony Black maybe.
and as you should have.
Maybe
That's
it's
fair.
choice here.
Hear me
Nate.
out. I get it. I get what you're saying about they have a loaded forward room and
Yeah.
they need guards.
And-
but
and a
I am
center.
not drafting 2 guards in the lottery and letting them fight it out.
Yo, you
Oh,
know
you
who
had
did
them
that?
take another guard at the other pick. Okay,
The
that's why.
Timberwolves
That's what-
did that.
That's
and
fair.
Neither
That's fair
one
then.
of them were Steph
And
Curry.
that's I just want to like make that my
Yeah,
point
that's the
that,
same
like,
one too.
yeah.
Though that's
I
even
guess that's
worse.
fair. My mindset was that because I have them taking a forward with their other pick.
Okay.
So
I
my
have a
thing,
question.
My thing was that if they already took Paolo Banchero 2 years ago or
Yeah.
last year,
Last year.
I don't see the point of them taking another power forward with a top
I just think that
7 pick.
Hendricks, they could play small ball. Hendricks can play the 3 if he needs to.
Or-
That's fair.
I mean, like, you can't be mad about a depth piece. And
No.
having
I'm
2
just-
top 10 picks is honestly like bounty of riches. So good on you, Orlando.
I'm not trying
I
to
just hope
defend
you
my
did.
pick heavily. I just want
No, yeah,
that to
yeah,
be
yeah.
clear.
It was a good pick.
It's not an exciting pick.
I have a question. Have 2 brothers ever been drafted in the same draft? I don't think so, right?
I have no idea.
0 clue.
Were Amon and Osser going to be the first
They could.
brother tandem
No
to
clue.
both be drafted?
Neither
So-
get
Oh, also,
drafted.
my Anthony, the Ringers Anthony Black comparison is Lonzo Ball.
I saw
I feel like he's
that.
a better scorer than Lonzo Ball, though, in my opinion.
Lonzo Ball was hooping in L.A. before his knee injuries.
Yo, he
I
was
guess that's
hooping.
He was dropping triple doubles on the reg.
I just want to say he was hooping in his he's actually become a really good shooter in Chicago.
That's
if he
fair.
could ever play in Chicago.
You're right.
You know who else dropping triple doubles? Alfred Payton. We can go on.
I like Elfrid Payton.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a Nick Pelican! Oh my god!
I love how we've come full
I
circle.
love Elfrid Payton. I'm so mad. He was on the Magic
He
too. Oh my! Every square was Elfrid Payton.
What he's gonna say?
So I'm gonna go with my number 6. This is the only thing about me going 6 is I feel like
So long.
everything's 7. You know, it's fine.
You
I
guys
have,
are in for a long one today.
I have Anthony Black as well. I wanted to hop back on the train with Seth. I don't like. They're not to me. I don't think the only position like they feel comfortable is forwards, and so I want to go. I think Markelle Fultz should be replaced. Cole Anthony
Yeah.
should be replaced. Maybe give one more shot to Jalen Suggs.
I can't stop thinking about Elfrid Payton. I'm sorry. I'm so mad
Give
about
you know
that.
what? Give Elfrid Payton another chance. Not scared.
He
No.
deserves
So-
it.
So I'm going Anthony Black.
I like that.
All right.
Number
Oh yeah. So on to the Pacers. Sorry.
number 7 may be way too high, but this screams Mr. Indiana to me, and that's Mr. Grady Dick.
Oh gosh.
I
Oh no.
Indiana has their star point guard in Halliburton, and Buddy Hield's great, but why not add another wing shooter that can carry your franchise into the future? Not only is he lights out, but he can play make. He has a build that in the future he's not great defensively now, but he's big enough, bulky enough that he could guard larger wings in the future. So I think he's a great developmental prospect that can come in and do the most important thing in the NBA right now, and that's shoot the basketball.
So I don't say oh no because I think that pick was bad. I'm saying oh no because I think that pick is right.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Indiana would do.
It really does.
But you know what I want Indiana to do? I want Indiana to pick Jarris Walker, the forward out of Houston.
Let's go, Chris.
I love Jarris Walker. As someone who I would call myself an American Athletic Conference hype beast, personally. I don't know what that means. One of my favorite prospects, maybe my favorite prospect.
I'm sorry, I just love that. I don't know what that means.
One of my favorite, if not my favorite prospect. I think he would pair super well with Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers pieces. I mean, if they keep Buddy Hield, if they keep Miles Turner, that is a team that is going to make a playoff push with the addition of Jarris Walker. He's a defensive anchor at 6'8", positive wingspan, and he's not a liability on the offensive end. He put up 11, 7, and 2 on 46.5% from the field and 35% from 3, while leading his team to the 1 seed nationally.
Okay, I completely agree with you. I have Jarris Walker because I
Amen.
don't think they take a wing here, and I'll
odds?
tell you why.
Right.
I'll tell you why. There's a name that neither of you just said that was very overlooked last year and how good he played beside Buddy Hield, and that man is Benedict Mathurin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I saw
that
him
kid's
correct, too.
he's so good, and I feel like they have their wings set.
And Gogo Badazzi.
You know who their starting power forward is? Jalen Smith. They need someone
Hey,
there.
whoa. Jalen Smith was in the running for Rookie of the Year. He's no small fry. We're not going to...
Yeah.
I will not tolerate
I
Jalen
was
Smith
like-
slander.
I think they're honestly like they are okay at 1 through 5. I think it's just a matter of who's the next.
Do we
piece.
want to say they're okay
So-
1 through 5 when the season? I mean, they had a good season, but
I
they're
also
okay.
think Jarris
Okay,
Walker...
I
They're
understand.
great.
Jarris Walker could be a Miles Turner replacement if they go small ball.
yeah.
If they went small,
At that
yeah.
point, honestly, I think you move Jalen Smith up, but
I'm saving a
Either
very
way.
special place for Jarris Walker. Okay.
I am too. He's my favorite prospect. So
I
I
don't
collect
know,
sports cards. Not that anyone listening to this would know. I collect sports cards. That's my nerd hobby. Whatever. Don't yell at me. Or I don't know why you would yell. But
Yell. Do it.
How dare you, Chris? Don't make fun of me. I collect sports cards. It is what it is. I have a cool collection. Don't at me. I'm gonna be picking up some Jarris Walkers.
All right, so Steven?
Yeah. So actually,
Hard transition.
Seth just prevented. He just mentioned something that I totally overlooked when making this pick, but I'm gonna stick to my guns anyway and just say, hey, they figure out a way and not even question it. I have Oster Thompson.
Okay.
that might be a jumbled locker room, but you know what? They figure it out. Maybe Buddy Hield goes. He's a great value. I'm sure
Or
they
they're
can
in the
trade him.
lottery again next year.
Yikes.
They probably will be at some point. Actually, I would imagine so.
So, Nate, who do you think your favorite team is taking?
Anthony Black. I think that's a great pick for them. I mean, Washington desperately needs a point guard.
I agree.
Desperately. And I don't think Johnny Davis, Mr. Taco Bell himself, is the answer.
He's not a point guard either.
Huh?
Isn't he a shooting guard? or
Johnny
no?
Davis is a shooting guard.
Well, he played point for us.
Oh.
That was our intention.
Yeah,
How
of
bad
drafting
they
him.
need a point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd rather him
So-
be a... Yeah.
He's a high IQ point guard. He may need a little bit help, scoring off the dribble, but I really think having him there helps prevent a Lillard-McCollum situation because Black is good defensively. Beal's not a great defender, so that would really just fit a good mold for Washington since they have to keep Beal because they've locked themselves
like that
in with
shout.
a terrible contract.
I don't
Although,
know what
I-
Washington's doing.
I think they would take
Neither.
a Lillard-McCollum backcourt because at least they made the playoffs, so...
This is the first time if they draft him, Bradley Beal will be playing beside a decent point guard since John Wall.
Wow, that tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Ish Smith.
Monte
I like
Morris.
I meant I'll say good point guard, not decent.
Ish Smith.
He did have some great games for us.
I'm gonna
Dear
stop.
God.
No, he really did though.
Ish
like,
Smith is this episode's
George
Keyword.
Floyd.
Yang.
Oh, there, yeah.
All right. My number 8 spot, looking back on it, am not too sure about the fit. I took Taylor Hendricks, the forward out of
I
UCF.
hate it.
Yeah.
Not just as a Washington fan, not
right,
as a pick.
right. Yes.
I like
But
him.
Washington, like Charlotte, doesn't know what's good for them. So
That's probably true, yeah.
He's one of the hottest names to go top 10. He checks all the boxes of a 3 and D4 spot. He can finish around the rim. Not really a liability on either end of the court. What's weird is that he kind of blossomed out of nowhere, and I don't know how well his game's going to translate. Honestly.
Another one of those risky ones, but
Yeah.
you'll see. We'll see.
The last game of the regular season, Mr. Hendricks gave my East Carolina University Pirates 25 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks on 60% shooting.
Dang.
It was his second double-double of the season. And from there, he kind of fell off when it came to the American
Tournament.
championship. Yeah. But, yeah, that was a
Yeah.
killer game. I was so pissed off
While
watching that game.
yeah.
I was like, who is this guy? That was the first time I actually knew his name.
Well, that's
But-
fair. I mean, I kind of thought that too. So.
All right. So this is number 8, correct?
Yes, it is Washington.
Okay. At number 8, I have the Wizards taking who I think may be the most underrated prospect in this draft, if not one of them. And it's actually Anthony Black's Arkansas teammate, Nick Smith Jr.
Wow.
And here's
I
the thing.
don't
I know
have
he
him in the
played shooting
lottery.
guard beside Anthony Black at Arkansas. I feel like in the NBA he's a better point guard fit.
Interesting.
I have
Can
no
you
take
tell us
on that.
more? Because
Slippery scorer who can get any shot he wants to. He does need to improve his consistency, but he's also a rookie, so that we're not really looking for consistency. We're looking for improvement.
interesting.
Comparison: Jamal Murray or Tyler Hero.
Interesting.
I feel like that's
6'5", 185.
So I do think the only thing that hurt Anthony Black was how often he was injured, and so that's why I also have Anthony Black going to the Washington Wizards.
Okay. All right. So this is my biggest gamble of a pick I'm going to throw
Utah.
out there. Utah. I put Keontae George here. So
Ooh, okay.
are there more surefire prospects you can take here? Yes, but when George is hot, he's hot and he's promising. When he's cold. But once again, as you said, consistency, that's something that they can develop. I like the pairing behind him in the backcourt with him and Sexton. I think that is a very offensive-powered backcourt, and if it clicks, he just has a lot of intensity when he plays, so that's why Keontae George. I think Utah has the ability to have a little bit of fun with this pick because they do have a good core in place. Once they get what's his face back from the military,
Laurie Markkinen.
Markkinen.
Yeah,
That's
so,
tough.
him and Kessler, they got the front court shored up. So
I guess you could say when he finishes
Oh,
his military service.
You know what? Actually, for some reason, I liked that one. Let's go.
you like the pick?
No, I
No,
like
the
the pun. Actually,
I'll see myself out.
I'll talk back about it, but I do like the pick a lot.
Chris?
Okay, so you know what the Utah Jazz need? They need a guard who can defend on the perimeter. Because you know what Colin Sexton can't do? Defend on the perimeter.
Hey, that's a good shout.
Give me Kason Wallace, the guard from Kentucky. He is the best perimeter defender in this class. He's a defensive anchor at the guard spot. 6'3" with a positive wingspan. I think he can be a good cornerstone for a rebuilding franchise to build off of. Similarly to, well, that's not really a good comparison. I'll end it there.
We will always wonder.
I was going to say Rondo, but
I love Rondo.
they already had an amazing team. They were not rebuilding.
No, they're trying to add to it.
Yeah.
So for my Jazz pick, I'm gonna take a guy that Nate already drafted to another team.
Oh my gosh!
And I feel like he fits. He's a Salt Lake City guy. That's my only reason for drafting him here, and I feel like he fits the team. I'm taking Grady Dick.
Oh my god.
He's gonna play in Salt Lake City, boys.
I don't know when this happened. We're gonna have to go back and see how many similarities we have. But I'm just gonna go ahead and announce it. I got Grady Dick too, and honestly,
I feel like it's a perfect fit.
it's for the same reasons that Nate was talking about his pick. But we just went with the guy that hadn't been fallen yet in our drafts. I don't know why. One of the greatest college shooters that we had this year. I think he fits in perfectly, and he did have a little bit more consistency. So
Fair enough.
Okay. We're at Dallas now, right?
Yeah, we are
number
indeed.
10.
I've been saving someone special for this pick, and that's
Same.
Jarris Walker.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah,
Dallas
he made
needs
10.
a solid big man about as desperately as Washington needs a point guard. So Christian Wood, he puts up numbers, but he plays for himself.
Highlight hooper.
He is
He
not
puts
the
up
guy.
empty numbers.
Yeah.
they
He's
don't
not-
even play him.
He's not.
Because he's a highlight hooper.
He's
Nate,
not
please
conducive to
finish.
winning basketball.
In case you can't tell, if you're a highlight hooper, click off the video, hit like, and
I'll
leave.
go as far as
Bye.
saying this:
Like and leave.
if you want to keep Luka, you have to improve your front court. So
I don't think you're wrong.
I think Walker's he's versatile as a big. He's a menace. He can play make, and he needs to work on his jumper, but most prospects do.
That's
I know.
true.
He's not a liability from deep though, and I want to see him and Luka in a pick and roll.
All right.
True. All right, my number 10 pick, I have the Mavericks taking Anthony Black. I don't see Kyrie re-signing.
It's fair.
They need a guard to pair in tandem with Luka. 6'7", on-ball defender that can guard 1 through 4, which is exactly what the Mavs need. They need defenders. He's not the greatest outside shooter, but with snipers around him, it shouldn't matter too much. Great to put beside Luka, as he's not the best ball handler. I don't know. He went to Arkansas. I don't really put that in high regard personally. But my biggest question mark about Anthony Black is probably a red flag for NFL. Why do I keep saying NFL? NBA scouts too. He disappears offensively when the moment's biggest. So against Providence in the first round of the tournament, he shot 2 for 11. At number 5 Tennessee, he put up a fat 0% from the field.
Oh my gosh.
At
not
number
good.
7 Alabama, he put up 1 for 13 shooting. And at number 16 UCLA, he put up 2 for 13 shooting.
You know what though? What
That
I do
is
like.
so bad.
What I
Dear
do like
God.
about what you just said is if you put him with Luka, guess what? You don't have to perform anymore
Right.
in the big moments. So hey, I like that. That's a good fit.
But at the same time,
It is a big red flag if
that
he
is
will
a
ever be
big,
able to
massive red flag.
You know
do
what
it. You
the
can
key-
hide it at first, but
We wouldn't be having this conversation if they just re-signed Jalen Brunson.
Well, yeah, true.
yeah,
but
he
they
won't ever
didn't,
gonna
so-
resign though. They
So against ranked opponents, and in the tournament, he shot a combined 5 for 39.
So I'm not gonna do the math, but I'm
Dear
assuming that's
God.
bad.
That's at least a percent,
That's so bad.
a singular percent. At
Wow.
least.
That's good. Hey, thank you for that analysis.
Thank you.
We now have a new head
me.
statistician.
All right, so I actually really agree with the not with the Mavericks, with Nate here. I think the Mavericks need a big man that they can rely on, someone that can just be in the paint, be athletic, and not be Christian Wood, who's a highlight hooper, and not be Dwight Powell, because Dwight Powell is fine, but he's just not great.
We do not accept Dwight Powell slander on this podcast.
He does his job,
He
and I respect it.
was a god before he tore his ACL.
Seth
Dear
needs
God.
a list of people we can slander.
They're
Just-
taking. I feel like the Mavericks take Taylor Hendricks.
Okay, I can
don't-
see that.
I don't
pick.
mind that.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's a decent fit.
I don't know why. Yeah. I don't see him as a Christian Wood replacement because I see him more as a 3-4 guy personally. But I really want to go back and see how many similarities me and Seth have. I just think if you look at the Mavericks, what was so good about the Mavericks the year before that they missed this year? And I think I'm not saying it's Dorian Finney-Smith, but I'm thinking him not having as good of a year and getting traded away from the team
Yep.
hurt the team a lot. So I think Taylor Hendricks is literally the substitute.
I feel like I'm way
Ish.
different than everybody.
The Mavs have a lot of holes, honestly. They have the Golden Goose and none of the rest of the farm.
I agree. So I think Taylor Hendricks is just one of those like, hey, I'm sure you will fit somewhere in our future plan. They can even kick the bucket down the road.
If he turns out.
That is if
I do
he,
think he is a huge question mark. I don't think he's going to turn out at the pro level. But
I think he could be a good 3-and-D guy. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I think he shouldn't have declared as soon as he did. I think
That's
one more,
probably fair.
That's fair.
one more year in college would have solidified his stance. But,
Right.
I mean, when you can be a lottery pick.
When you can get the money, get the money.
Right.
All right, so
Facts.
moving on to number 11. right?
Orlando, number 2 pick.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. Number 11.
I got Kassan Wallace going here. I told you I think Orlando needs a guard, and I think he's the guard for the job. He's not going to be the offensive piece that you need, but I think they have those.
Yeah.
And I like him as defense. He's just a good overall guard. We've already talked about him,
Yeah,
so
I
that's all I'm
agree.
going to say.
I agree.
All right. Here's where I have him. Finally, everyone has taken him. Give me Grady Dick to Orlando.
I like it.
Honestly, it's just the JJ Redick comparison. It's been in my mind the
I
whole
guess that's
time.
fair.
He's the best shooter in the class. The Magic need someone who can go get a bucket. I completely disagree with Nate on that point. Not saying you're wrong.
Well, I mean,
But-
I think they could use a bucket getter, but
Right.
I'm
Because other than Paolo, Franz is inconsistent
Yeah.
at scoring, but they need someone who has the ability to score. So pairing him with Paolo at 6'8" makes a fun forward tandem that can make some noise in the future for sure, especially as a young core.
fair.
All right.
This is probably going to be a controversial pick here, but I have the Magic taking Leonard Miller.
That's not bad. I don't mind that.
He's 6'9", 213 power forward. I feel like he could be a small lineup center beside Paolo or vice versa. My thing is, like we said, I feel like I don't understand them taking with their first pick in the lottery a power forward when they just took Paolo last year. It just doesn't make sense to me, but I could see them taking one later to either back up Paolo or play beside Paolo. If there was a decent center here, like I thought about taking Derek Lively here because I feel like their weakest spot right now is center with just Wendell Carter Jr. is just not what he could be. Even though I like Wendell Carter Jr., don't get me wrong. But yeah, with that being said, I think they take a forward here.
All right. So I think this is where, for the first time, my list will finally get some slack, if I'm being honest, because of this player falling so hard. I'm not sure if Nate... I know you two drafted him. I'm not sure if Nate did, because I can't remember. It's hard to keep up with everyone's. But this is where I finally have Cameron Whitmore going. That's kind of late. I feel like 11. But I think...
I haven't drafted him yet.
All right. Well, then maybe I won't get too much hate.
Yeah, I mean, we
The
took him
fit,
5.
to me, the fit is a little questionable. But in my head, I was switching Franz over to the shooting guard because I just see
That's
him more
fair.
as a playmaker. So I have Cameron slide in at 3.
You're also the GM as well as the scout.
Oh, yeah. I do everything.
I am all.
And the coach.
Well, I think I could maybe guarantee Magic win a game this year.
Imagine being their head coach and the GM's like, hey, I drafted this guy with the mindset of you switching this other player that you've already developed to another position.
Well, he's a good playmaker, so just put him
Yeah.
as a guard.
For sure.
I got that kind of power. I'm the coach / GM. Wait, wasn't Doc Rivers a coach GM?
I don't know. Doc Rivers needs to.
I have no
Well,
clue.
I'm
Never
sorry. I keep bringing up the
coach ever.
76ers.
I know.
I
It's
really
just-
need to apologize.
Who's caught more? Here's the next Twitter poll. Who caught more strays, me or Jalen Green?
Here we go. Number 12 with the Thunder, Nate.
I'm excited about this pick.
Ooh,
Oh,
I can
y'all
see by
agree?
your hands.
This
Okay.
is where I have Jordan Hawkins going.
You have the deal or no deal hands going on right
See,
now.
Jordan Hawkins, the Thunder,
UConn
they have plenty of picks.
Oh.
So even if he doesn't pan out, they're fine.
That is true.
And
I mean-
he's got such a high upside. He can shoot from anywhere on the court. He can play defense. He doesn't have to be your one guard. He can't handle the ball all that well. But hey, you got Alexander and Giddey, so he doesn't even need to bring the ball up the court. Can't even talk. I'm so excited. He can find the open man when needed off of that pass, and he's even a proven winner and champion at the college level. Doesn't always translate, but I like it.
Can we just point out the fact? I don't think we ever circle back to this. I called the championship. I said it was going to be UConn.
He did.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah, I also would like to say my sister, who doesn't watch sports at all, finished in the top 0.5% in college basketball brackets.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. Anyway,
I just realized I
Shout
don't
out
have
to
him on in my lottery, but I do love him as a player. I don't think he gets enough hype.
She sees the logo. She's like, ooh, dogs.
I
Yeah,
just think
no,
that's a great
and it worked.
addition to that Thunder team.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
You know who else would be a great addition to that Thunder team? Leonard Miller. 6'10", positive wingspan.
I don't feel as bad anymore.
Defensive versatility and ability to score around the rim. Iffy experience coming from the G League, as I've said before.
Right.
But I do think that he could pair nicely with Chet Holmgren as a Twin Towers, or even as a backup if Chet can't stay healthy.
Hey, good points. Those are good
Fair.
points.
At number 12, I have he's going to go way higher, but I have Oscar Thompson going here.
They drafted
home.
I love that video.
Who
Thank you.
is Tingus Pingus?
I love that video.
I've never heard of Lativia.
Did you have anything about that in particular?
So,
I just feel like it's a great fit. I feel like he can do everything that Lou Dort can do, but better. Like, just being honest.
I am a Lou Dort stan.
I feel like he can do everything Lou Dort can do, but better, and with
I
way
need
more
to
upside.
I need a list of everyone
guys.
Chris
Is
cares
that a
about.
clip? Just choking after hearing.
Just to come back and say, I am a Lou Dort stan.
I did not know we had that much passion around. I mean, I like Lou Dort, but not
Also,
that much
love
passion.
Lou Dort.
Also, I love the comp. That I kind of went with the Ringers comp, but I gave it a twist. Sean Livingston, but can score and is actually athletic.
Oh, no.
Oh wow.
Sean Livingston was very athletic
I
before
love-
both of his
They
knees.
called him Sean
That was the
Livingston.
most
Destroyed.
gruesome NBA injury.
All right, so number 12. I was looking at fit. I didn't like a lot of the fit for the Magic, so I went. I mean,
The Thunder.
thank you very much.
Got
Magic
you.
was last pick. So I went with another guy who can help score with Shea. So I have Keontae George here. I don't know. I think Josh Giddey has set that team up for so much flexibility where they can go multiple different paths.
Yeah.
So I think because of Josh Giddey, Keontae actually makes sense here. So that's why I have him from Baylor.
The Thunder are the team that can be as greedy as they want to be right now, and
I
I love it.
Yeah,
I
Bounty
agree.
of riches.
Because, I mean, really, you look, they have a solid roster, and then
So
much
many,
stuff.
many poor
Their
pigs.
ceiling is so much higher with the people they have.
Next year they're a playoff team.
I mean, I think
If
Josh.
they can stay healthy, they have to stay healthy. That's
That's
going to be
every
their
team.
they
biggest
don't.
thing.
They don't even need everyone to stay healthy. Someone can get hurt and they'll be
Fair.
fine. They have so much depth.
Someone.
They're kind of like that
maybe not
Miami
Shea.
next man up mentality, honestly.
I like it.
All right, two more picks to the Raptors. Number 13, Nate.
I picked what I thought was a very Toronto pick just by name alone. Just kidding. They also could. I have Nick Smith Jr. going to Toronto.
That's a very Toronto
Um,
name.
Honestly,
No,
you're not
but-
wrong. Yeah.
I know.
Now that I think about it.
They have a lot of forwards, so they need to not draft a forward, my belief. But their forwards aren't very certain either. But anyway, I think that Nick Smith is someone that could play alongside Fred VanVleet, and even he can learn the ropes if he has to take over as point guard eventually. But he can also cut off ball. He's just an overall great offensive prospect. He needs to hit the NBA weight room, but other than that, I think he'd be a good fit in Toronto.
All right.
So, I have the Toronto's taking the Ohio State University guard, Brian Sensabaugh.
At the Ohio State University.
Does anybody have Brian Sensabaugh on their list?
I don't.
For
didn't
lottery,
think so.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, he
No.
barely stuck in yours, but
Yeah. Well, all right. I think he's a great three-level scorer at 6'6". He can be the piece the Raptors need to breathe new life into a roster that is on the verge of a total rebuild.
very true.
They're 2 pieces away from contending, and they're a half a piece away from completely falling apart.
Yep.
This isn't why I picked him, but he has had comparisons to a modern DeMar DeRozan with his ability to score at all 3 levels. He does have poor passing vision. I think that's definitely something he'd need to develop. He is a defensive liability, but for a defensive-minded team like Toronto, they can compensate because they have OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet. Those are all very defensive-minded players. So I think that Brian Sensabaugh would be a great pairing for this team.
I like that you brought up Fred VanVleet being a defensive-minded player. And that is because I feel like Fred VanVleet, his days with the Raptors are numbered.
That's
He's
fair.
getting up there in age.
I like
if I'm
where
not,
this is going.
If I'm not mistaken, this is a contract year for him. He's either needs to resign or his contract's way too big. I can't remember which
I
situation
believe
it is.
this is his last year under contract.
Yeah, I feel like they bring in his replacement, which I feel is Kassan Wallace.
Okay.
They just said, "Hey, Fran VanVleet 2.0."
If
Exactly.
if the chips fall that way, yeah,
I
could see
feel
that
I
pick.
feel like it makes sense with the defense, like you said, and
Yeah.
So, yes, I agree. Double it and give it to the next list. On to you. That's exactly who I have. And for the exact same reasons, I was thinking Fred
like
is
it.
on his way out. I think they probably try and trade Fred and, take on a bigger contract, like, do one of those salary dumps. So I think they...
Decent landing place for Fred VanVleet. I don't know why, but the Heat makes sense for him, in my opinion.
Undrafted guy.
They just, they love
The
taking...
Heat
the
makes
Heat right
sense
now.
for him.
As Kyle Lowry gets older, they're like, we'll take your next point guard, please.
Exactly. Like, I don't get, like, it makes so much sense.
They just become a production
Like an
factory.
undersized point
I
guard.
do think that the Raptors give it one more year before they completely shake
They
up the
may.
roster.
They may. They really may.
And I
They
think this year's pick will determine the direction the franchise is headed.
might. Fair.
All right.
Final pick.
I want to create an exciting Pelicans atmosphere.
Oh, heavens.
I want.
Oh,
I
God,
wanna,
I'm so
I want
scared.
to watch them play small ball, and I went with Cam Whitmore here. So
Cam Whitmore.
Whitmore's all over the
14?
place.
he's a potential all-star. Hasn't figured it all out yet. The Pelicans are one X factor away from being a great team in the West. Now Zion could be that guy staying healthy, and I think he'll be there either way. But 2013 Clippers, anyone throwing up lobs? We just have smaller guys.
We just have
Bro,
smaller guys.
the lineup of McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Cameron Whitmore, Zion, and who would be their
Steven
center?
Adams.
Steven.
Yeah.
Dear
Or
God, that's
anyone.
disgusting.
Isn't Steven Adams in Memphis?
That just sounds like a cheat code.
You're thinking of Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah. Steven Adams has been with the Pelicans
No,
for a couple years.
No, Steven Adams is
Steven
in
Adams on
Memphis.
the Grizzlies.
Jonas Valanciunas is with the Pelicans. They
Wait.
traded.
Yeah,
Jonas
I was about to say
Valanciunas
Steven
for
Adams is on the
Adams.
Grizzlies. 'cause they-
Timeout. I don't know.
He got injured.
ball.
They signed Kenneth Lofton Jr.
No, yeah,
And that boy dropped a ton
But
of
hear me-
points his first game.
It's just, I think that you can play small ball just because Zion and Cam have hops in our offensive rebounders. So they're
and
gonna
they're
grab your-
huge.
Wouldn't that be
They're
crazy?
so
Have I just not
big.
watched basketball for the past 2 years? Is that what I just learned?
Them boys are yoked.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, they did just straight up swap Steven Adams for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah.
Well,
But if
I
I
got no
had to
ball.
pick someone
it's
else,
fine.
if I had to pick someone else for the spot, I was gonna pick Kobe Buffkin. But I'm gonna go with Cam.
Hey,
Whitmore.
stop
Okay.
spoiling things.
So we're gonna guess that's what
Okay.
Steven has.
so my number 14 pick, I took a reach because I feel like
Well-
this is realistic for what the Pelicans could do, but I definitely think he's a later first-round pick. At my number 14 spot, give me G.G. Jackson, the forward from South Carolina. Jackson start that sentence again. Jackson can temporarily fill the void that Zion's annual absence leaves. The 6'9" explosive athlete with shot creation potential definitely needs to work on his ball handling skills. He had 86 turnovers to 27 assists, but he is the youngest player eligible to be drafted, so there's plenty of time to develop his game.
And NBA loves that.
Bonus question, when was his birthday?
Wow. Why did you?
I don't know it. I don't care. He committed to UNC and then he decommitted and went to South Carolina.
The
And then
depression.
whined and cried on Instagram Live about it.
Oh.
And yes, the camera did just die. Anyways,
He was born December 17th, 2004, by the way.
dear God.
Doesn't
he's
that make
2.5 years younger than me.
Doesn't that make you feel like you're doing nothing with your life?
Yep.
Well,
I already knew that, though. Moving on to my pick, I have my thing is I feel like the Pelicans don't have a solid guard to start beside CJ McCollum.
There will be no
Jose Alvarado, I know.
slander.
Whoa,
I know.
Whoa. I feel like we're forgetting someone more important.
Trey Murphy.
What about Herb Jones?
Trey Murphy.
Bro, Herb Jones.
We just
is-
all
I
named
feel like they're going to
different
take a
Pelicans
guard.
guards that we like.
And my favorite
guards.
guard that's like kind of
I was halfway paying attention. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
my favorite guard that's kind of like
We're at the hour 35
just out of the lottery, like kind of mid-tier first round. Jet Howard from Michigan.
I feel like that's a reach.
Probably is, but he's 6'8", 215, great offensive playmaker. He's a big dude. I just feel like he'd be good in the NBA. I don't know.
All right. So,
And if they want to keep CJ McCollum at point guard
I
anyways,
feel the same way about Andre the Giant.
dear God.
I feel the same way about Andre Miller.
okay. So moving on to my pick
George Yang.
at 14.
That man looks like he sits down whenever he shoots a basketball.
This is where I have Kobe Buffkin going. I don't know why. I like the backcourt with. I don't know why. I think that him and CJ would play well. I think this helps them potentially win more games.
That's the plan.
They.
True.
I'm gonna be honest.
Talent.
I'm gonna be honest.
We cracked the code, boys.
Guys, we did it.
The Pelicans are in a tough spot with what they want to do with Zion.
So true.
So I think this is another way, because I just feel like a lot of teams like to kick these things down until it gets too far, like to actually decide. So I think they're just going to keep kicking that down the road and deal with that when they can. So I think Kobe helps them either path they go, whether they get rid of Zion, keep Zion. So that's why I like this pick here.
I do think whoever they draft will need to be able to fill the Zion void.
Cam.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us this week. I'm just
On a
kidding.
Small World podcast. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us this week. That was our NBA mock draft.
It just repeats the same thing.
No, actually. We may
order.
do an updated one as the draft gets closer. When
Yeah, because things will change.
things will definitely change. Thank you so much for watching this week. If you you can go and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Let the Play Develop Pod. You can go and find us on Twitter. Just search up Let the Play Develop or at LTPD Pod. If you're watching on YouTube, sorry, my camera died. If go check us out on all the streaming platforms. If you're listening on streaming platforms, hi, how are you? You can go watch how my camera died on YouTube right now. Thank you so much for watching this week. Anything else, guys?
Speaking of TikTok,
Oh,
that one guy that left the comment, "Hey guys, let's
make a podcast.
Shut up. We hate you.
Darsh,
Your
and
glasses
this is a
look
podcast.
stupid.
You don't even know ball. If we gave you a grid challenge, you'd get 2 out of 9.
well, that's about what I did. So
Dear God.
Anyway.
actually, I got 3, so I did good.
All minds and hearts, whatever the heck they say. Anyways, cool. Awesome.
Where
Great.
eyes full, hearts can't lose.
Great. Thank you so much for joining this week. We'll see you next time. Peace.